Good morning, students. As you know that in the last lecture we were discussing questions related to proportion and continued proportion, and in the last lecture we were doing questions related to proving. So again in this video I've taken some questions related to proportion or related to continued proportion, in which we have to prove the left hand side equal to the right hand side. So in one of the questions that I've taken over here, you can see it's given if A, B, C, D are in proportion, then prove that A raised to the power 4 plus C raised to the power 4 is to B raised to the power 4 plus D raised to the power 4 is equal to A square C square is to B square D square. So as it is given that A, B, C, D are in proportion, we can write this proportion over here like A upon B is equal to C upon D, and we are going to assume this proportion equal to a constant K. So our strategy for working will be that assuming the given proportion equal to the constant K. Now if you equate A upon B ratio with equal to K, you will be getting the value of A as equal to BK, and if you are going to equate C upon D ratio equal to K, you will be getting the value of C equal to DK. Now children, what we can do, we can take first the left hand side, and the left hand side says A raised to the power 4 plus C raised to the power 4 upon B raised to the power 4 plus D raised to the power 4. In place of A, we are going to substitute the value of A which we have achieved from here, that is A is equal to BK. So on substituting the value of A as BK and applying the power 4 on it, then after that plus sign copied, substituting the value of C which we have got from here, that is equal to DK, that we are going to substitute over here, and again DK will be also raised to the power 4 upon the denominator part as it is, that is B raised to the power 4 plus D raised to the power 4. Then this particular expression can be further written as by applying this 4 power on the terms that are present inside the bracket. So it will be B raised to the power 4 K raised to the power 4 plus D raised to the power 4 K raised to the power 4 upon the same denominator B raised to the power 4 plus D raised to the power 4. Now from these two terms in the numerator, you can see that we can take out K raised to the power 4 common, by which we'll be getting the left part as, from the first term if you take K raised to the power 4 common, you are left with B raised to the power 4, and from the second term if you take K raised to the power 4 common, then you are left with plus D raised to the power 4 upon the same denominator B raised to the power 4 plus D raised to the power 4. Now as you can see, both these expressions are same, so they can be cancelled, and we are left with just K raised to the power 4. So you can take it in this way, that this ratio, after substituting the value of A as BK and the value of C as DK, has been simplified and reached to this particular point K raised to the power 4. Now same thing we are going to try to achieve from the right hand side. On the right hand side, you are going to see that the terms that are given as the first and the second term are A square C square upon B square D square. So again, substituting the value of A and C in this term, A square can be written as BK whole square into C square can be written as DK whole square upon the same denominator B square D square. On squaring these two terms, the terms now change as B square K square into D square K square upon the same denominator B square D square. Now from these two terms, if you are going to take out again K square, not K square, but if you are going to multiply all the terms together, you will be getting K into K square into K square, that is K raised to the power 4 into B square and into D square. So you will be getting these three terms, and upon the denominator same part, that is B square D square. So you are going to find that these two terms are same and they can be cancelled out, and finally we can get to this point K raised to the power 4. So we can say that since the left hand side and the right hand side both are having the same value as K raised to the power 4, so left hand side and our right hand side are equal, and hence this can be proved. So children, in most of the questions, as I told you earlier also, that you will be getting such kind of a proving where you are going to assume the value of the proportion equal to a constant K, and after assuming the value of a proportion equal to a constant K, you are going to find out the value of other terms which we are going to substitute, and in the same manner like I have proved over here, you are going to prove the left hand side and right hand side equal by simplifying them.